LEGO's not great with pacing announcements. Yesterday, they revealed this SpongeBob set, which everybody's hyped for, but it was at the same time that LEGO Ideas announced the winners for the third review results of 2025, which, if you're a sucker for licenses like me, this is the craziest LEGO Ideas results in a long time. Okay, so there were 3 sets announced, and the first of which is a Universal Monsters castle. This wouldn't be the first directly licensed Universal Monsters set where we got this Brickheads way back, and that was the only thing we ever got from that license. Of course, we've gotten so many of LEGO's own monster sets, whether it be from studios back in the day or Monster Fighters, and of course Studios was paying tribute to Universal Monsters. This will pull from all these classic movies, and I think this is an awesome idea, and I love how LEGO is playing up to spooky sets more, especially ones towards adults, like we just got the recently revealed Midnight Valley collection. I love campy, spooky stuff. This is awesome, and I'm already looking at this, and I'm like, I'm getting vibes of that classic lab set that was something I wanted in my childhood so much. And you know, it's always great when LEGO goes back and covers a little bit of film history. Of course, I gotta make it clear, these are not the final designs. None of the designs you see in here are the final sets. These are the project submissions that were approved to be sets. They also announced a Jumanji set, which in the pitch, I already love how they captured the outside of the board game itself. But this is interesting because I feel like the one from Brick Project, which was from the 90s contest, did a much more interesting job of a set where it would fold open, and instead of capturing the game board itself, the design had a fold out feature to actually build like the house from Jumanji. Here, the inside literally just captures the game board, which, yeah, I mean, that's accurate, but I don't know, it's just kind of a boring build in my opinion. Brick Project probably should have resubmitted theirs because that never happened, and maybe that would have been made into a set if it just had another shot outside of the 90s contest. I mean, recently they announced Edward Scissorhands, which was the same case. It was in the 90s contest, but then the project creator resubmitted it, and now it's becoming a LEGO set. So yeah. And then the last set announced to become a set was the kimono dresses. This is not really a set for me, but I respect how intricate they made those dress designs. Like, it looks really good. And I'm wondering, will these have faces in the final set, or will they kind of keep this mannequin-esque design? I do like how they have this umbrella build right here, which is some really nice part usage if you ask me. Also, if I had to guess the release of these that were announced to be sets, late 2027 and probably early 2028. You may be like, okay, you're clickbaiting. That wasn't interesting. I thought those were interesting, but here's where it gets very, very interesting. What LEGO announced as moving to the parking lot. If you don't know, the parking lot is when they have certain set projects from a specific review, and they just need more time to figure out if they're actually going to make it into a set. It's usually a good indicator that, yeah, this will most likely be a set, but it's still not 100% guaranteed. Like, this camping project was parking lotted for a lot and was recently said to just be removed from the parking lot and not be made as a set. Same with this Golden Girl set. LEGO Naruto was parking lotted. You don't get it. This ramen shop has been submitted many times and has reached 10K supporters many times and kept getting denied. This is what I'm telling the Gravity Falls crowd. Do not give up. Because LEGO might eventually give in. I mean, I've been covering this Ideas project for many years. I am so happy that there's a strong possibility that it will be made, moving it to the parking lot. This is so hype. I never got into Naruto, but the minifigures are amazing here. And the ramen shop build is amazing as well. It's something distinct that I can't really call to any other LEGO set. And it was the same case with Bob's Burgers. This has been submitted multiple times by this creator, reaching 10K, and LEGO has disapproved it. And now, again, this is parking lotted, which looks like they might actually approve this. The design here almost looks like a modular building, but we've seen LEGO release, not modular buildings, but big buildings, like, say, the Home Alone house from LEGO Ideas before. And I mean, Bob's Burgers fits LEGO's content guidelines. I'd say Season 1 is edgy, but it's not more edgy than The Office. So, yeah, this is also hype. I mean, recently Fortnite had a Bob's Burgers skin, well, 2 of them, and LEGO didn't have variants for those characters. But I mean, we know that LEGO Dragon Ball Z is coming, and they have Dragon Ball Z skins in Fortnite, and they don't have LEGO variants yet. So they'll just probably add that in the future. Again, not confirmed to be a set, but highly possible now that it was specifically parking lotted. You can see all these other projects right here were not parking lotted. So apparently we might actually get Hollow Knight because they parking lotted LEGO Hollow Knight, which was this fantastic project. I love how those characters were brick built by Penguin Rainbow Dash. What a nice name. I'm amazed because so many indie games have been submitted as LEGO Ideas projects and have constantly been denied. But yeah, I thought this was a fantastic build, and Hollow Knight's extremely popular. Have I played it? No. My brother's been begging me to play it. Look, I'm terrible at video games. I've heard this is a very hard game. I've recently been making my way through some indie games. I beat Mina the Hollower, which was very hard. I beat Deltarune Chapter 5 all by myself, which was like the first chapter since the first one that I didn't need my brother's help. Still can't freaking beat the secret boss, though. We don't talk about that. So maybe I'm a pro gamer now and I can take on Hollow Knight. I will be playing it soon enough. I just got to get through Penny's big breakaway. Dang, if Toby Fox wasn't a stickler, I'm sure they would have made LEGO Deltarune as well. Deltarune has a huge fan base, and that's another indie game. But Toby Fox has so many different rules of what things could be made from Deltarune, and that project probably wouldn't pass his rulings. And then finally, the iMac G3 was parking lotted. This is so nostalgic to my childhood. This was the computer my media center would have in like kindergarten. So I need to get this if it is made into a set. I love how they use the translucent pieces and everything there. I love how they replicate things like the keyboard there, like the monitor. Well, I mean, this one, the monitor also is the computer. But yeah, I am blown away by all these parking lotted submissions. I did not expect Hollow Knight, Bob's Burgers, and Naruto to be even considered by LEGO. I thought those would be instant denials. Keep in mind, there's still 2 projects that are in the parking lot. There's Lunch Atop a Skyscraper and Daft Punk. So neither of these were confirmed or denied in this review. So that's a total of 6 projects in the parking lot. Honestly, looking at all the projects here, there aren't many that I'm like, why didn't LEGO approve this? You know, again, there's a lot that are parking lotted. The only one that stands out to me that LEGO didn't parking lot or approve and they instantly denied was the Sailor Moon project. This was kind of amazing. I don't even like buildable figures, but these were like Figma-esque and did such a great job using pieces to authentically create these characters. I'm way more impressed by something like this than, say, the buildable Shrek set. It's kind of crazy. I mean, LEGO has been catching up with these ideas reviews. This was one I covered back in January, which it feels like they're usually a year behind. If I'm covering this back in January, that's pretty good for speed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this the craziest LEGO Ideas review results yet? Or am I exaggerating? Am I clickbaiting? I was just blown away by what LEGO has specifically commented on here, what they have parking lotted, and even the stuff that was approved. Like, a Universal Monsters castle sounds lit as hell. Even though I'm way more nostalgic on the Jumanji movie, and I haven't seen most Universal horror movies from back in the day, this project speaks to me on so many levels. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary and honest LEGO takes, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.